Now, if you want more than just a lift chart, so you want a lift chart and you want cumulative lift, and then you want the ranking chart that SAS produces, they all give you the same kind of information but put in different ways. So then you need to build your pivot table with some more information. So if you want cumulative lift, so that means you have the average in that bin, the very first bin, average of y, and then the overall average, divide. Then when you go to the second bin, you want cumulative. Now you want to include the average of bin 1 and 2 together, and then the overall average. And then go down to bin 3, you're going to take bins 1, 2 and 3 and find the average, and so on. So that would be your cumulative lift. So in which case, okay, so I'm going to delete that. So let's move this that one over here. All right. So I'm going to erase this off. So instead of, so for us to be able to compute the cumulative y bar, what we need are how many observations are there in each row, because even though we have divided them equally into 20 parts, but because we had to use a decimal number for the number of cases, it may not come out exactly the same. So we need the instead of average, well, let's go ahead and make that into sum of y, right? And then let's bring in the number of cases, so that's count of cases, right? Okay, so now what we have are, these are number of y's in each category. Okay, so these are the number of cases. The overall response rate, we don't have that now. Overall y bar. Overall y bar is that divided by that, not the average of these. Okay, which is one of the mistakes that many of you made. Okay, average of these are already binned. You cannot average the binned values. You have to take the original value and add them all up and find the average. So the response rate is C29 divided by D29. So that is our response rate. Okay. So now we can do a y bar. Okay, so this is y bar is that divided by that. Okay, which just a few minutes ago we actually set the in the pivot table itself we found the average and plotted it. If lift was it, okay, all that you wanted was just lift, then that would be okay. But since now we want to do the lift as well as cumulative lift and so on, let's do it this way. So this will be like C9 divided by D9. All right, and then our lift will be E9 divided by the overall, okay, D30. So that would be our lift. Okay. So now if we plot this, we get the lift, and for cumulative lift, so we need cumulative y bar, right? So as you go down, you have to find the average of all the values from that bin all the way to the first bin. So what we need is sum of the y's, right? C9 through C9. Alright, and make that absolute. So now we have this sum of y going down from the top, cumulative, and then you need the sum of count. So D9 through D9, and again make D9. So now we have cumulative y bar. Of course, for the first row it is the same as this y bar, but as you go down these will be different. Alright, so this will be sum of this divided by sum of this. So there will be y bar of the first and the second bin taken together. Right? Third one is the y bar for 3 bins taken together. Right? So then we get the cumulative lift. Cumulative lift is the cumulative y bar divided by the overall response rate, which is that. So the top 5% of observations, you get a cumulative lift of 5.15. The top 10% of the observations will give you a lift of 4.41. And of course, what will be the lift for the last one? Exactly. Because now the last one is the average of everything, which is the same as overall average, so the lift will be equal to 1. Okay. So now you plot that, and SAS gives SAS plot is a line plot. So it doesn't give you bars. So this is your cumulative lift. See, cumulative lift for train and validate. So it's giving you both. So this is your cumulative lift. Instead of bar chart, you have a scatter plot. Okay, with the depth being 5%, 10%, all the way going to 100%. So that's your depth, and this is your cumulative lift. And it will always end at 1. So that will be 1.